for the sword carries the greatest treasure of all, the fealty of the mid-realm and the dragon throne.
For their assembled court, their majesties have history for you, the tale of the sacred treasures. Amaterasu was the sun. She ruled the day and the heavens. One of her brothers, Tsukuyomi, was the moon and ruled the night. Her other brother, Susanoo, ruled the seas, and he was quarrelsome and difficult.
One day, Susanoo decided to play a trick on his sister, so he flung a flayed horse through the roof of her palace into the room where she was quietly weaving. Shocked and dismayed, Amaterasu ran into a cave and blocked the entrance with a massive stone. The world was plunged into darkness.
Amaterasu's other brother, Tsukuyomi, and her friends pleaded with her to come out, so that the light may fall upon the land again. But she refused, and the darkness continued.
So Tsukuyomi and their friends brought before the blocked cave a tree with 500 branches, and put upon the branches strings of jewels called Yasakani no Magatama, which means curved gems. Today, we call such jewels din. And they placed at the center, where the branches joined the trunk, the mirror of 8 hands, known as Yata no Kagami. It was polished finer than glass and taller than a man. Today, we call such mirrors Neiru.
In all things, whether great or small, find the right person and they will be handled well. When this is done, the kingdom will be harmonious and free from danger.
No sovereign can rule a kingdom without support, just as a stool cannot stand without legs. One of these legs is the Order of the Laurel.
The laurels support the arts and sciences, and all those who create, research, and enjoy them. Today, we would add more support.
Their Majesties invite forth Master Gunnar Alfliot to present himself to the court.
Tenohaika and La Reina, you have taken part in the hospitality of my house and our humble Shire. The food, the words, the entertainment. I trust that you are pleased. My success as a host, indeed the success of other hosts in other places, could not have been fully possible without help. The kind of help and advice to make the experience just a little bit more special. Researching the traditions of hospitality, which we aspire to, often goes unnoticed, especially when compared to the results of the research, notably the food, the activities, and the overall atmosphere. There is one among us who deserves praise for this work. I have a letter. Your Majesties, for many years, a woman has worked quietly and diligently, researching the life of early medieval Icelanders and others. She has read, interpreted, and applied her research. In doing so, she has fed her dominion, her shire, her barony, and her kingdom. She has taught classes throughout the East, Ethelmark, North Shield, and the Midrealm. Indeed, she has taught all in the known world who would learn from her. She has served many offices. Throughout all of this, she has shown courtesy and courage. Your Majesties, she is ready. Signed, in service, Baron Friedrich Thomason of the Kingdom of Ethelmark, lately of the Kingdom of Drakenwald. So, Your Majesties, I beg a boon.
To be a right and proper thing
Within our power, it shall be granted.
As fostered to me by Baron Friedrich, her laurel, it is our honor to come to your Majesties and humbly, yet earnestly beg that you elevate the Honorable Lady Rainey Refna to the Order of the Laurel.
Call forth the candidate.
Her Ladyship, Rainey Refna, please present yourself to their Majesties.
Honorable Lady, it is the opinion of these your peers that you have shown the greater qualities of courtesy, noblesse, and service to the arts and sciences that betoken a member of our most noble Order of the Laurel.
Therefore, we charge you to stand your vigil, think well on your deeds and heart, present yourself before a court where you will be offered the elevation to our Order of the Laurel. You have our leave to go.
Let us rejoice! Yorokobi Masho!
Yorokobi Masho!
Please shake her away.
Ichiban chisai, demo koi o wasoraramesan. Even the smallest kindness will not be forgotten. Your Majesties, there are those who will step before you for presentations today. By your leave.
Please.
Mistress Rowana Aldenuk has business before this court.
Your Majesty. As you all know, 2.5 years ago, I moved to Antir, which is now the kingdom of my head, and where I live, but I always will have a dragon's heart. And upon your elevation to the throne, it was my honor to ask their Majesties on here if I could present a gift to both of you on their behalf. So, from His Majesty on here, 16th century Japanese book, from Her Majesty on here, 14th century Spanish book. Paid by my hand.
Thank you so much.
Gifted from the Royal Majesties Antir, 2 period books of their Majesties' respective cultures. For the Kingdom of Antir and Mistress Rowana, Yorokobi Masho!
Yorokobi Masho!
Your Majesties, your Baron and Baroness of Eriton, Baron Gareth and Baroness Hillary have requested presence before you this day.
Your Majesties, a while back, may I address?
Please.
Thank you. A while back, your predecessors had asked that the baronies have in their homes servingware to make it easier for royal progress. And we wanted to fill that request so that it's easier for you to travel to our lands. So if you may, please if you come to church, but feel free at any time to join us at our table.
Beautiful samples of the arts and sciences of Eriton, and we look forward in the great homeland, the Midlands, to coming to your table often. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you.
Their Excellencies have presented to their Majesties feastware that may be used any time they are in attendance at Eriton, donated also by the hands of Mrs. Heloise. For this gift and the Barony of Eriton, Yorokobi Masho!
Yorokobi Masho!
Their Majesties would invite before them Sibylla Ibn Vargas.
So, this young lady who marks the time in my SCA is now turning 11 this Monday. So, with her consent, we are going to sing her happy birthday. Alright, everybody, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Isabella. Happy birthday to you.
You're welcome. Take her away.
For this young lady who is graced by yet another turning of the annual sun. Yorokobi Masho!
Before we move on to another piece of business, I always think about this. Many people tell me about Her Majesty, how they knew her since she was at a young age. Sybilla's going to be that one that I've known since she's a young age.
Aww.
So it's interesting. I know you're like,
Your Majesties, the Shire of Swordcliff is asked to present business before you this day.
We would like to announce today that we had a lunch, and the proceeds were to put to the Royal Travel Fund, and so a check for $30 will be in the mail.
thank you so much. Thank you for your largesse and patience.
For those that may not have heard, the lunch today, hosted by the Shire of Swordcliff, has added $350 to the coffers of the Royal Travel Fund. For the Shire and the largesse of your stomachs, Yorokobi Masho! Your Majesties, one more piece of business was placed before me before your court. A missive was handed to me that I was asked to read by your permission. Your Majesty, gathered populace, Your Honorable Ladyship, Mathildes Lalibrère and Warder Galliendale and their child are a mid-realm family who many know lost their home recently, all of their belongings and their pets in a catastrophic house fire 2 weeks ago. They are physically whole, but obviously devastated. All items today were kindly donated by members of the populace, and all money collected from the auction that was held today will go directly to the family to help them get back on their feet. There will also be a donation box available before you leave if you wish to add more. Thus far, today, raised on their behalf is a total of $1,013. For the largesse of your populace, if I may, and on behalf of those members who are part of our chosen extended family, Yorokobi Masho!
If one wishes to rule, they must be the sovereign or officer. They shall first right themselves, and then they may right others. If they do not, how may they right others?
We will govern the land in accordance with the precedents of the ancient sage royalty. Amongst the most intelligent beings, the sages become the sovereigns.
All people should attend court, for if court is not attended, the good works of the people cannot be rewarded. Praise acts of merit publicly. Make it your business to give clear rewards.
Their Majesties call before them Wiley of shattered crystal. A dragon is always recognizing great worth and adding to his hoard. Sedohaika and Maidens see great worth in Wiley of shattered crystal and honor him with an award of the sapphire. His quiet service to the kingdom and his barony is as a true display of living the dream. Let us rejoice in Caer Gwyn on this 11th day of January, Anno Societatis 54. Scroll by Robert Thorpe.
So, it is hard for a dragon to give one of their treasures from their hoard because they appreciate such things. But one of the virtues of chivalry is largesse. And this jewel himself works tirelessly, is always helpful, is always kind. May he be quiet, but he is a gem. Thus I give him the sapphire as an emerald.
For Wiley, a sapphire, a living embodiment of the dream, court, please generously applaud him for what he has done for us and what he will do in the future.
Their Majesties request in their presence Simone Rousseau, or someone to accept on their behalf. Sovereigns of the Middle Kingdom have the unique pleasure of recognizing the worthy among us. Satohaika and Inez La Reina do recognize the multiple talents of Simone Rousseau with this award of arms. Scroll by Vigilant Sarasvati.
So this is the most cute little wee AOA scroll. It was lovingly done. It's going to be lovingly transported from the Shattered Crystal. Thank you so much.
For Lady Simone, Yorokobi Basho!
Their Majesties call before them Gwyneth Virtuen. May it be known by all that we, Reina Inez, royal patroness of the sciences, and Setohaika, our king, right mindful of the skills that Gwyneth Virtuen hath displayed in the science of the psychology of women fighters, supporting in both contest and classroom combatants and those who train them, and wish to recognize her as a companion of our Order of the Silver Oak.
Court, please welcome Warder Gwyneth, newest recipient of the Silver Oak.
Their Majesties request in their presence Jean-Pierre de Chenonceau. One and all shall know of the deeds of Jean-Pierre de Chenonceau. As commander of the South Oaken, she notably improved the prowess of the unit, resulting in multiple key victories, justly earning them Dragon's Teeth. As executive officer, she has already developed training materials. It is with our utmost confidence that we, Setohaika and La Reina Inez, induct Jean-Pierre into the Order of the Bronze Ring. This is the presence of the Order of the Bronze Ring.
Of which there are a lot of you.
For Warder Jean-Pierre, Yorokobi Basho!
Their Majesties, all before them, Christophe Etienne de Lorraine, de la Joux. It's nobody's fault but me if I mispronounce it. All gentles and nobles know by these words that we, Setohaika, and Inez, our queen, are mindful of the time, labor, and love that Christophe Etienne de Lorraine de la Joux hath most freely given unto the Middle Kingdom by his services as a regional and kingdom officer and autocrat for regional and local events, particularly Baroness Wars. Thus, we are minded to make him a companion of the Order of the Dragon's Heart.
Court, please welcome the Honorable Lord Kristoff, and I suppose I should show him his scroll since I sequestered it. Please, with joy, welcome him. I know this is his homeland, and we should all be grateful to have such a presence in our home. Thank you.
And for recognition of all the works of those who have been recognized today of their Majesty's populace, let us all rejoice. Yorokobi Masho! And the history lesson continues.
Captive audience, sorry.
Amaterasu had hidden from her brother Susanoo's brutality in a cave and created endless night. But her other brother, Tsukuyomi, and their friends had decorated the tree with jewels and a beautiful mirror. Then everyone gathered outside the cave, sang and called Yorokobi Masho as if they had no cares. And Amaterasu wondered at the sound. Methought that my retirement would make the heavens and the lands dark. How is it then that you all make merry and laugh? And Tsukuyomi replied, we rejoice and are glad because we celebrate the visit of one who is more august and illustrious than yourself.
And the people pushed forward the tree with the jewels and the mirror. And Amaterasu, having slightly opened the door, saw her own radiance in the mirror, bedecked with magatama, where she knew not that it was herself. She drew closer to the image to discern who it was, and her friends and her brother Tsukuyomi held her about her arms and said, you may not go back, and tied a rope across the entrance to the cave. And they banished Susanoo from the land, and the world once again glowed with light.
Thus does the mirror stand for wisdom, for only by reflecting upon and knowing oneself can one be wise.
And thus does the jewel stand for power and compassion, for there is both.
No sovereign can rule a kingdom without support, just as a stool cannot stand without legs. One leg is the order of the pelican.
The pelicans support those who serve the kingdom and the people in all ways. Today we would add one more support.
Their Majesties invite forth Her Excellency Mistress Maggie McKeith to present herself before this court.
I'm already
You are already a pelican. And I heard that we can give you things multiple times. However, they said making you a pelican twice does not make you a better pelican. I listen, people. I try to listen. It's okay. Oh, wait.
Yes. Sure. Come on.
Sorry.
Can you help?
You know, I've never trusted modern technology. But I have here a message. I know you know all about it, Master Philip.
Yeah, I've received tidings from my agents in Atlantia and Trimeris, and I also have heard it from Antir.
Yes, Your Majesty. I can't tell a lie. It's true. The news is throughout the kingdom and beyond.
Why would I heard?
Your Majesties, it is just arrived by coconut delivered by the
African or European? I think I am the one who can read that. Even though it is only 2 kanjis, it's plenty. It says, Your Majesties, I am sorry I could not be there today. Oh, I can read that. Oh, that's a sudden surprise. Surprise! You may.
Okay.
Your Majesties, I am sorry I could not be here today, but if I had come, this gentle would certainly have been suspicious.
Yeah.
He has been my friend for a very long time. He's helped during all our reigns and has always been there whenever we have needed anything.
He has come a long way. He is truly a good man and has shown that without a doubt, service is in his blood.
He will serve now and always, regardless of his title, and he will teach and help others to do so. He has grown much over the time I've known him. He is most definitely and most certainly my peer.
Your Majesties, on behalf of Duchess Arabella Silvermane, we beg a boon.
If it is a right and proper thing, and within our power, it shall be yours.
We ask that you create Andreas Blackwood as the Master of the Order of the Pelican.
Masters and mistresses of the Pelican, it is your judgment that Andreas Blackwood be part of the order.
Baron, call forth the candidate.
Baron Andreas Blackwood, present yourself before their majesties.
Andreas Blackwood, it is in your opinion upon these your peers that you have shown greater qualities of courtesy, noblesse, and service to this kingdom, and be token member of the most noble order of the Pelican.
Therefore, we here charge you to stand your vigil. Think well on your deeds and heart, and present yourself before our court at an event to be determined, where you will be offered elevation into our Order of the Pelican. You have our leave to go, but not before I get my hug. Every time I looked at you, do you know what to do?
Take him
Okay,
away.
kids.
Shall we continue the history lesson, Your Majesties?
More history.
More history. Their Majesties call for history. Therefore, we continue with the tale of the 3 sacred treasures.
Last part. It's the last part.
Are you certain, Your Majesty?
It's close to the ending of the last part.
By your leave, Your Majesty.
Always.
Susanna had been cast out from the land, and he traveled the places outside of it. He walked long in the night and the day, and eventually came upon a village that was under attack by the serpent of Koshi, which had 1 body, but 8 heads and 8 tails. The village elder begged Susanna for help. I will do so, he replied, if in return you troth your daughter to me.
With respect, the elder replied, we know not who you are. I am the brother of the sun, Susanoo stated, and the elder Then bring 8 vats and place each vat on a platform. Fill each vat with liquor that has been 8-fold refined. Susanoo directed, and the villagers did as he bade them.
When all was prepared, they waited, and the 8-forked serpent came as the elder had foretold, and it immediately put ahead through each of the 8 gates, and drank the 8-fold refined liquor from the 8 vats. Then, intoxicated, all the heads lay down and slept. So Susanoo drew his saber that was girded upon him and went down to the beast.
Susanoo fell upon the serpent and cut it into pieces, so that the village stream turned into a river of blood. He cut off each of the 8-fold heads, and he cut off each of the 8-fold tails. And on the last tail, the edge of his saber struck metal and broke.
Seto Haika and Reina Inez, call forth all those for whom this is their first event or first court.
So, for all those, I remember my first event. It was 11 years ago, Chaos Caravan, where my knight took me there and said, "You're going to learn to do some fighting and have a good time." I said, "Sure." It's been awesome. You get to meet tons of people, and you get to meet people from all walks of life. So today, we give you these tokens of our friendship. They are mugs made by the largest of our kingdom, and a crane, which is good fortune and peace. So one day, something might happen, you might break them, but don't be sad. You can go get another mug. I might not give it to you, but you'll get another mug. But please, remember these times and the future ones you may have. So anyone out here today, these faces, this is the lifeblood of the society. You may leave, you may go somewhere else, but you'll always have a home here. So for the newcomers, Yorokobi Masho!
Yorokobi Masho!
That was down to the last amount of cups we had for today. So it's like, we don't get that many people.
The Dragon King and Queen call forth the steward for today's event.
So thank you all so much for coming out today. It was a wonderful day. We wound up with a total of 320 people here, I believe. Classes were wonderful. The auction was great. Maidens really is a place in our hearts. It's an event that we love. It is home. And having you all here just meant the world to us. We hope you enjoyed your day as well. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the stewards of today's event, Lena and Ursus, Yorokobi Masho!
Yorokobi Masho!
Without legs, so as you may have heard. One of these legs is the Order of the Chivalry.
The knights and masters of the chivalry stand in battle for the dragon throne and shield the populace from harm. Today we would add to their ranks.
Their Majesties call before them Sir Garrett to present himself to the court.
Your Majesty, thank you for allowing me to bring my issue before your court. You see, like many of your chivalry, I have many dependents that live throughout your kingdom. Many of them have direction to serve the crown and be knightly in all things. I presently have one that has done this to great renown. And he has divided attentions. Whereas I think I should be basking in all of the glory that he's gaining, he's having to give some of that over to this household that he's belonging to. And I'm not sure what I can do about it.
It's hard. Households are a tricky thing.
I have an idea. Your Majesties, we beg a boon.
It is right and proper thing,
and within our power, it shall be yours.
We ask that you put on vigil and elevate to the Order of Chivalry my squire, Sagandus.
Summon forth the noble order of the chivalry.
Their Majesties call before them the Order of the Chivalry.
Masters and mistresses, is it your judgment that Captain Sagundus is worthy of the elevation to the Order of Chivalry?
Herald, call forth the candidate.
Captain Sagundus, present yourself before their Majesties.
Captain Sagundus, it's a judgment of these your peers, that you are shown the tenets of the palace, honor, and courtesy, and token member of our Order of the Chivalry. And we'll have you charge you now stand you vigil.
Think well on your deeds and heart, and listen to the words of our peers. Then present yourself before our court in an event to be determined, where you will be offered the accolade of knighthood or the baldric of Master-at-Arms. You have our leave to go.
For the good vigilant to the Order of Chivalry, let us rejoice. Let us call me with show. And thus continues, by the will of their Majesties, the final history lesson of the night. After Susano had been banished from the land, he was called to slay the 8-headed serpent of Koshi. When the killing was done, Susano broke his saber on something in one of the monster's tails. Thinking it strange, he cut the tail apart and looked. And there was a great sword hidden within. So he took it up and called it Kusanagi. It was white as silver, half the height of a man, shaped like a calamus leaf, long and flat, and the grip was like a fish's spine. Today, we call such swords Roy.
Susano took the sword back to Amaterasu and gave it to her, and she forgave him for his transgressions. Thus, does the sword stand for courage, because it takes courage to face down a monster, and it takes courage to apologize for your own misdeeds.
When Amaterasu's grandson, Ninigi, left their lands to rule Japan, she gave the 3 treasures to him and told him, "Take these and revere them." Ninigi became the first emperor of Japan, and in them is represented the wisdom, honesty, power, compassion, and courage of the emperor.
This is the tale of the 3 sacred treasures, which have now been brought to the Middle Kingdom by our Ri'o, the Shepherd of Fire, who holds the light in the sky.
As I get older, I realize that the most important things are moments, and that creating these moments are the important things in life. I wanted to thank everybody because I get to share these moments. Thank you so much.
You have heard several times today of anniversaries and the way that we mark time. A young lady's birthday. His Majesty spoke of his first event 11 years ago. My first event was 11 years ago this event. So I would like to thank the Shire of Carrigan and her predecessors for hosting such a tremendous event year after year so that we can all enjoy each other and create those moments together. Thank you.
It needs to respond to orders we were given at Eriton 12th Night Court.
Oh dear.
If you remember, we asked permission to dam the Ilwender River so that we can create a lake where Banner Bog now stands and gather the water, unbottle it, and sell it to make up for lost tax revenue. And you said that we should send you more information by Raven.
Yes.
Well, alas, we looked for the last 2 weeks and we can find no ravens in Illiton. I think perhaps the Wooden Spoon Brigade may have used them all for your coronation feast. Luckily, we do have a lot of ducks. So, I'm going to send you a duck with architectural designs, a cost-benefit analysis, environmental impact statement, and our vow that 40% of the labor needed will be drawn from the indigenous mermaid population.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Champion, make sure this gets to the important things so that I make sure it don't disappear and whatnot. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Is that your only message, Your Excellency?
Your Excellencies.
Thank you very much for inviting us. Beautiful day today. Bit chilly, but hey, you know, it's not a blizzard. So let's go look at it. Thank everyone for coming, and I'm glad everyone had a great time.
I would like to say thank you to all of you because you're the reason why this community works. So thank you, everyone.
Your Highnesses.
Your Majesty, as always, the good Baron speaks with thumbs.
Is it self sword?
But he is on to something.
He is.
Bottled water is going to be big.
I'm not sold, but I believe you, Your Highness. You see things that I don't.
But if you remember, 2 weeks ago, I was inspired, and I know the source of better sweet water in the far south. Now, I was excited, my blood was hot, spoke with war, and I was correct. Time for peace. We should go seek out that sweet water. We have the best knights, we have the best sergeants, we have the best artisans. Your Majesty. So, I was perplexed, because we have failed in campaigns in the past. And I didn't think that it was fair to burden your coffers. So, I request, Your Majesty, humbly, that I be allowed to hire my own private army to assist you in this endeavor. Sure. What we lack is combat archery. It's true, we are lacking. And being an English knight, I've read of these battles. 3 important ones, Cressy, Poitiers, and Agincourt. They had archers there. They were victorious. I believe that this will turn the tide for Your Majesty. So, I propose to you, if you will allow me, that I will offer a contract for 10 combat archers to come from the royal household's pay. If this is acceptable to Your Majesty, we shall have this published and distributed widely.
I think that'd be great. It comes out of your allowance, not hers.
Correct. However, there's this lake soon to be built close by. And we may come for a visit.
If only some barons have said something about bottled water before, but I like that, Your Highness. That's good.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall raise a unit of archers.
So thank you so much for coming here today. I'm glad that the weather held out for us, and I'm glad we were able to have great memories, great times, and to see things that hopefully we'll remember for as long as possible. Thank you for humoring me and allowing to share some culture of the time that I stayed in Nippon. And the 3 treasures I had recreated, or found them, and I brought them to the Dragon Kingdom, because I think we're the best kingdom. Antier's really nice too, and everywhere else is from, but we love all of our kingdoms. So this was a chance in artisans that I would have them make these items and these treasures. so we can actually see them. And these are all stories of old that are passed down. These representations are actually in the Imperial Armory in Japan today. I just happen to find things I know people. But thank you so much for your time. I want you to have a great day. There was some entertainment afterwards. It's kind of cold, so what's good for cold times? Hot chocolate. What is the hottest chocolate that we have? We happen to have some kind, how much is it? Where is it? 9 million Scoville chocolate bar. And for entertainment, His Excellency, His Grace, myself, and I believe someone else will be. Are going to make sure that we will test our gullets and we will have a good time. And hopefully you have a better time watching us. But that's going to be right after. Max, do you have anything else?
Here closes the torch of the Rio and Lorena. Ecohaica and Inés. All right.